Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the program, as you see, Gunter defends the Intercontinental Championship against no one contender Xavier Woods, lead with the Intercontinental gold. Or will Gunter continue his historic reign as the modern day Intercontinental? Also, too, speaking of tag teams, we can show you this if we can. Braun Strowman and Ricochet. There's been a tag team teaming up against the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders attacked Strowman and Ricochet from last week. From last week attack. Can Strowman and Ricochet rebound from the Viking Raiders? We'll talk about it coming up. As well as, speaking of tag teams, on the women's side of things, the women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defend their goal against number one contenders Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Sonya and Chelsea, as an impromptu team, win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. We'll get there as well. And also, too, we'll talk about this on Hot Topics. Former WWE star Ted DiBiase has been charged with tax evasion, of all people, in the state of Mississippi. We'll get to that and why the son of the $1 Million Man may be heading possibly to jail time. We'll talk about this and more as we get you down to the SmackDown Ring Report. All this and more when the SmackDown Ring Report starts right now. Welcome everyone to the SmackDown Ring Report. As you see, a lot of these superstars was involved to tonight's SmackDown. We'll get to highlights and stuff coming up. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. We're getting on to recaps and highlights of the SmackDown tonight. SmackDown was that eventful show, and we're gonna kick it off with on SmackDown with the one and only. We had like a tag team match. As we can show that tag team match, and right quick, we can show it. Can we show it? Let's see if we can show that tag team match right quick. Where is it? Bear with us, folks. So we're trying to find the tag team match that kicked off SmackDown. Okay. What's going on here? Really? Okay. But you saw right here, Rey Mysterio. You see Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar kicked off SmackDown in a tag team match. Rey and Santos of the LWO. Rey Mysterio with his team, the LWO. Santos Escobar. They're trying to make Santos look like the next major star. You can blame him. The next major star. Santos. Hold on, folks. All right. Sorry about that. Oops. So you see right here, Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar teaming up. We told you that SmackDown would kick off with Rey and Santos teaming up against team of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, a formidable tag team is late. One day, my Finn Balor can bring the emotion and stuff, but it wasn't enough as Ray and Santos lost to Finn and Damian. Finn and Damian becoming a formidable tag team, heading off with the help of Dominic Mysterio. So who knows what's next for the Judgment Day? We told you that impromptu meeting with the Judgment Day and the Bloodline about taking care of each other's problems and dead weight. The Bloodline took care of the Judgment Day's dead weight, but the Judgment Day got to take care of their own dead weight with Ray and the LWO. Speaking of the Bloodline made an appearance that they were in the building. The Bloodline, Soul Sokoa, Jay and Jimmy. We know that they're going to be part of that huge 6-man tag team match coming forward at Backlash. And we're good to see that match at Backlash, huge 6-man tag team match. But we know next week the Usos will get their rematch, the WrestleMania rematch, along with the draft will start. The Usos take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team titles. And the Usos, the longest reigning tag team in WWE history, regain the tag team championship. It's going to be a long hurdle, but they have to do what they have to do in order to get there and find their niche. So, hey, we'll see that going forward. Also, too, Selena Vega came into Adam Pearce's locker room, and she wanted to challenge Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title. Adam Pearce said he'll take it under consideration, and we can now confirm that it will happen at Backlash. Rhea Ripley will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship against Selena Vega. You might well just go and say Rhea Ripley a SmackDown star. She's going to be on SmackDown because she's got the title. So it's going to be inevitable soon. Rhea Ripley take on Selena Vega in 2 weeks for the Women's Championship of SmackDown. So we'll see that match. And Rhea Ripley, Selena Vega got what she wanted. But what price will she have to pay in order to become a women's champion? She's going to have to pay a hefty price for her to win that gold. But we'll see going forward with that with her and Selena Vega and Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We'll see that at Backlash. Speaking of that, what else happened? We told you Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross had a special message for Shinsuke Nakamura, and he says he's gonna take his honor. I don't know what he means by that, like take his dignity or his reputation or what. They did a package on Nakamura, and Nakamura being targeted by Karrion Kross and Scarlett. So we know that at Backlash, it might happen at Backlash. Who knows? On SmackDown before Backlash, we know that Karrion Kross has his sights set on Shinsuke Nakamura, and how Shinsuke Nakamura will respond to Karrion Kross's dubious claims. Well, we get to the first championship match of the night. Is this the Intercontinental Championship? Gunther defends the championship against Xavier Woods. Gunther and Xavier Woods had a knockdown, drag-out fight. Xavier Woods tried to put all the effort he could to beat Gunther, but Gunther, who is a strong, resilient champion, figured out a way to put the sleeper holds. Woods tapped out as Gunther retains his championship, giving Xavier Woods some effort, but he won't join the ranks like his New Day brethren who has been world champions. Kofi and Big E winning the WWE Championship and losing it to Brock Lesnar. Both of them in the Brock Lesnar in both their reigns. Xavier won the King of the Ring, but he needs a singles championship. I think he thought the Intercontinental Championship was going to be it for him. It wasn't. Who knows? You never know in WWE what goes around here from now in these parts, but you never know. Speaking of that, the Viking Raiders took on the team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, Ricochet, this team was built on respect, but the team really made matters made their matters, but at the same time, Braun Strowman and Ricochet tried to get the Viking Raiders down. Even the Viking Raiders tried to pin Braun Strowman right here on top, trying to put him down, but the big man kicked out. Braun Strowman even lost. Ricochet got the win on one of them. Ricochet and Braun Strowman continued their momentum. Who knows? And then they won the WrestleMania show. Oh, no, they did. The Street probably won, but I thought they would won the WrestleMania Showcase match. But they could still be in contention for the tag team championship down the road. We just have to wait and see how this is going to play out for the tag team titles. Um, Ricochet, Braun Strowman, anything's possible. So hey, we'll see. Speaking of that, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship were on the line. Speaking of tag teams, the women division had put their goal on line as newly crowned champions Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan defending their titles against Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. No, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, these two women are that fighting champions. Fighting champions indeed. They wanted to put the goal on the line, and they did, but the goal was on the line. And how far are we gonna go? Well, we say this. Um, it was a lot of trickery going on as Liv poured water on Chelsea, and Liv pinned Chelsea 1, 2, 3. Liv, I don't know why she did that. I guess like a Karen or something getting washed away or something. And Liv and Raquel, who already been put together, keep their titles together. And Chelsea Green might have to just figure out why she doing what she doing. We know that her husband, Matt Cardona, known as Zack Ryder, he broke something down. He said something about He said something about Elon Musk or something about the Twitter chick. Well, hey, it is what it is. And well, he got his wife got washed away. She got washed away, all right, with no championship tonight. So hey, Liv and Raquel keep their titles on bound. We saw earlier and stuff. Also, too, was the main event. We know that Ricochet, Sora Sokoa took on Matt Riddle. Sora Sokoa did the same thing last weekend. You can tell SmackDown was written tonight by Vince again or something. Sora Sokoa was in action again, and he won again. Sora Sokoa beat Matt Riddle with an inch of his life with the Samoan spike to put Matt Riddle out. Matt Riddle smiling after getting spiked. Could this be an indication of what's could go down at Backlash in that huge 6-man tag team match between the Usos and Sora Sokoa, the Bloodline, against Riddle and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens? We know next week. Next week is very, very crucial. Next week's gonna tell it all. We're gonna have the draft next week. Next week is the draft. As you see right here, the WWE draft. Everyone is eligible. Yeah, I think the one person that should have been exempt from this draft should have been Roman. Roman kind of should have been a free agent, kind of like he can play both because he's the undisputed champion on both shows. He got one championship representing Raw, one championship representing SmackDown, and he's the undisputed champion as well. So Roman should have been exempt as him being the men's undisputed champion. Who knows what they're gonna do, but we'll see. Speaking of that, the tag team championships online. The Usos looking to get the gold back. They got to get the gold back. This would be a WrestleMania rematch next week. WrestleMania comes to SmackDown as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defend their titles, their newly round tag team titles against the Usos. and the Usos regain the tag team championships that they once held for almost over 700 days? Or could Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens continue that dream of a lifetime and having that hope that they want to eradicate the bloodline? This is their chance doing so this week. Also, too, SmackDown also made announcements too. I did not see this coming. I did not know if this was even a thing. I don't know if they're gonna start doing this on Raw or what. But I mean, they're already jumping the gun. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Omos. It wasn't no WrestleMania after Backlash feud. If they was gonna start that feud like that, um, Seth Rollins or almost should have just walked on by, or Seth Rollins should have walked on by and looked at each other like you got a problem, and then they would have started from there. I think now these days they just add stuff with no sense, and I think that's the problem. It should have been Seth Rollins when he was there interrupted, saying no one can stop him. Almost should have came out there and just looked at him and said, "Ugh," and then just looked at him like you ain't nothing. Or just walk, like simple gestures. Like they could have walked by each other, or Kathy Kelly could have just interviewed Seth and said, "How would you feel about your match against Logan Paul the Phoenix?" And Seth would have looked at the camera, looked behind the camera, saying, "Yeah, I'm talking to you," and the camera would point at almost. That could have started something. Simple stuff if you're gonna start a feud like that. But they got Monday, they got 2 weeks away, which they jumped the gun, didn't even make an announcement and stuff to put this out, giving a lot the storyline to breathe. And they didn't really let the storyline breathe, what they should have done. But hey, this is something right here. They let the storyline breathe. They continue on the continuation with Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. We know Lashley has problems with Austin Theory. He went against Austin Theory this past Monday on Raw in a non-title match. He even went until Bronson Reed came and interrupted and put his 2 cents in and jumped Lashley. This is a perfect formula for Austin Theory. Austin Theory got to overcome the odds against these two gigantic monsters that won't go. Bronson Reed looking for his first championship goal, as well as Lashley. Is Austin Theory in the middle of losing his championship? Only time will tell on that. As we saw what Gunther did tonight with Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods put up a fight, but really couldn't win the Intercontinental title that he wanted to. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. We're gonna move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, this is shocking news right here. Breaking news: former WWE star Ted DiBiase Jr. has been charged with with riot fraud and stuff. Ted DiBiase Jr. part of that scandal with the welfare scandal with Mississippi, allegedly. And only time will tell if he get caught and be convicted, he could be going to jail and serving prison for 80 years. Man, I saw a picture of Ted DiBiase. I said, "Are you kidding me? What happened?" It looks like he ain't been working out in a long time. And Ted DiBiase, Junior, we thought he was gonna be the next rising star up there with Cody and Randy Orton. We know Cody and Randy Orton both are up there in the wrestling stars, or established stars. We thought Ted DiBiase was gonna be established as well, but that wasn't gonna be the case. Ted DiBiase he just he just got out of the wrestling business. That was it. Ted DiBiase was done, but I mean him serving prison time would be even more done. But hopefully this ain't we don't know. Hopefully we'll see later on. Also too, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Malone saying that the rumors of her star deal. She's saying that she's still gonna stay with New Japan. She's gonna be their women's champion. So he's sticking around. So hey, she said she ain't going nowhere. A lot of stars moving on, moving forward. She'll be back eventually. She just trying to get some air space, some space away from WWE. Know how that be. Plus, also too, Drew McIntyre ain't scheduled to come to WWE anytime soon. We don't know why. Drew had that phenomenal match at WrestleMania, as well as that in that triple threat match against Gunther and Sheamus. Now we're hearing contract negotiations. They're trying to get him to sign, but he's kind of not want to sign. Even Vince Russo chimed in and saying that Drew may have to need to go to AEW to make a point. And we know AEW wanted to sell out that stadium in Wembley, and they could do so with Drew as an added star. And Drew could bring a lot of stuff to Wembley. As we had heard too, this is more news right here. Drew was part of Clash of the Castle last fall. Drew, they said it generated 27.12 million. But Drew McIntyre has some staying power in Clash of the Castle. We know that with him and Roman headlining the match for the Universal Championship undisputed title. So hey, that could be a possibility. We don't know where Drew's at, but we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of that, Goldberg, he's unhappy right now. Goldberg told Inside PW Inside that he was in Los Angeles during WrestleMania, had meetings with at least one international promoter by having a farewell show in Israel and possibly other countries. So Goldberg looking to do a tour and try to have a farewell because he thought WWE was going to promise him that, but WWE didn't promise him that. You know, Goldberg, I know better with Vince and all about the rest of them. Here, you see how Ric Flair had his last match, and it was kind of real done in a good manner. I liked that. So maybe Goldberg, Conrad Thompson might get on this case and help Goldberg out and have his final retirement match. But then again, who you think Goldberg ought to go against? We know a list of people he ought to go against. Like, could it be like DDP, Sting? Sting is saying that this is gonna be his last year too in wrestling. So it's a lot of possibilities. Um, Goldberg, could he go against um a lot of people? So you never know who Goldberg might want to go against. I see Ryback out there. He's a free agent. So who knows? Speaking of that, CM Punk. We're hearing reports now that CM Punk AEW return is currently scheduled for June 17th for their Saturday show in the United Center in Chicago. You know, AEW is pushing hard with Roman Brothers Discovery to bring a Saturday show full prime time, and this Saturday show will be akin like how WCW did Saturday night. So CM Punk, and he's talking about CM Punk not being near the elite. So that could be a possibility as well. So everything is coming out of fruition. So we could see that coming up soon. CM Punk moving forward. So who knows? Him and the elite would be distant from their own different times. But that would be the case if we see CM Punk back. Hopefully CM Punk get his stuff together and not try to do it. You never know. We never know. Speaking of that, we know this. We're hearing that WWE Wrestling Votes will stand according to Wrestling Votes. The WWE USA Network will have a Saturday morning show where kids will compete with superstars in the trivia channel called WWE Tall versus Small. So we could be seeing it coming forward sooner rather than later. WWE versus Tall versus Small down the road. Could it be the case? But who knows how this is going to play out eventually with superstars and kids. We'll see. But to Sammy Guevara and MJF. MJF tricked Sammy Guevara as Sammy was supposed to pay. Sammy did pay for MJF blue mark, but Sammy wondered if MJF was going to pay for his. You see Sammy Guevara didn't get his blue check mark. I think Sammy might well just go ahead and get his money back from Max, but he might not well get his money back with Max with that moving forward. So that could be the case, how they're going to play out and stuff. All right. Here's what it is. All right. We told you this. Grayson Waller and Carmelo Hayes, they're going to have their feud coming up shortly. It'll happen this week on Spring Break-In. Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller. These two men going to battle for the NFC Championship. This will be Carmelo Hayes' first title defense
So we'll see that coming forward into fruition coming up. Like we said, backlash is coming, and we're gonna be preparing for the backlash. Leaving you with a lot of stuff. How backlash is gonna set the tone for a lot of matches coming up. So, all right, that's gonna do it for the pro wrestling show. We're gonna leave you with this moment right here. Solo Sokoa picks up the win over Matt Riddle and leaving Matt Riddle laying, smiling out for defenseless. As the Usos looking forward to getting their tag team titles back. And they do so next week. We'll have to find out and see. Also, too, we'll see on the Raw Ring Report this week how everything's going to play out this week. So, for me being Kid Dick saying happy weekend, and y'all see y'all Monday for the Pro Wrestling Show Raw Ring Report. See you later.